All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you all for attending this month's mayoral employee recognition event. Today, we're going to recognize the Employee of the Month for May of 2017 and several other employees that are celebrating a milestone anniversary as a member of the city's team sometime during the month of May and a retirement that also took place this month. And so let's move forward with recognizing our Employee of the Month for May 2017. And so this is the first employee that was selected by your new Employee Nomination Review Committee. As I mentioned, each month, the Employee of the Month is an award designed to recognize someone that makes her life easier. They don't...
Tim makes it nervous.
I see. I think last time he was around Tim hugged him, so I could see him. But the Employee of the Month, they make our lives easier. They set the standard. They help illustrate, what it means to be a city employee and what it means to be a steward of the public trust. And this employee that was selected this month falls in those steps as others that have been selected in the prior. And so let's talk about the Employee of the Month for May 2017. She began her employment with the city on November 17th, 1997 as a Clerk 1, promoted to Clerk 2 on April 6th of 1998, promoted to Clerk 3 on October 1st, 1998, promoted to Administrative Account Clerk on August 1st, 2000, promoted to Administrative Officer, there's a couple more, hang with me, Administrative Officer on October 1st of 2003, promoted to Administrative Officer 1 on October 3rd, 2011, and later was promoted on June 10th, 2013 to Benefits Coordinator, which is where she continues to serve today as a member of the Human Resources Division's team. Here was what was written in the nomination. Sometimes going, quote, above and beyond, end quote, isn't about working extra hours or making grand gestures that everyone can see and recognize. Sometimes going above and beyond is a series of kind and thoughtful acts that come from a genuine desire to better the team and the people we spend at least 40 hours a week with. Angela is the opposite of someone who wants to be the center of attention. She quietly works to create an environment of comfort and appreciation for both customers and fellow employees. If you've ever seen her famous candy drawer, then you know what I'm talking about. If someone is having a bad day or if someone needs a little pick-me-up in the way of something sugary and sweet, you can go help yourself to a treat from Angela's drawer. She is constantly buying sodas, coffee, and water for our team. She is the first to come into someone's office and whisper, "You know it's so-and-so's birthday Friday. We should do something. I'll pay for it." What most of you do not appreciate is that it's Angela who pays for the majority of these things and solely with her own money. She buys things that she doesn't even like because she knows that there's a teammate or a fellow city employee that will enjoy them. Angela always thinks about others and how she can help them. Although Angela does not seek recognition, and she might actually hate it, the fact that we're going to recognize her today, we think it's important to recognize those employees or those people that give without the expectation and that they give from the heart. And so it's for these reasons that we're going to recognize Angela Chanel as our employee.
All the candy.
Yes, Eric does.
Congratulations, sir. We appreciate your service. That's a great photo, too. Who shot that?
Tracy or Natalie, one of the two.
Wow, ladies. You want to hold a little bit of that?
One more.
Congratulations, Angela. There were several other employees who received a nomination, and as I do every month, if you at least received a nomination, I feel like you would appreciate knowing this. And so there were 3 other employees that received a nomination for May. Gene Eggert with Pensacola Fire Department, Brian Bacher with Pensacola Fire Department, and Josh Dandolakis with Pensacola Energy. So let's have a round of applause for those employees. All right. I ask that we all work together to keep the nominations coming as we move forward for Employee of the Month. By no doubt, I think we know that the fire department's on board because we're consistently every month. Someone from the fire department is being nominated or selected. And I want to emphasize the fact that we're not limited to your own home department or division for making nominations. So it doesn't have to be someone in your assigned functional area that's making your life easier. It could be someone in another area or in another arm of the government of the city that you want to recognize. So please do continue to keep those coming in for consideration by the committee. We're going to move forward now and recognize those that are celebrating a milestone anniversary as a member of the city team. And we'll start off by recognizing those that are having their one-year anniversary this month as a member of city staff. And the first of those, and if you'll please come forward for your one-year certificate, is Mr. Ryan Metcalf with Public Works Department.
City's looking good. Since you came on board, man, everything's getting done. Hey,
All right, and then the next person we have is Stephanie Mistovich with Pensacola Airport.
Stephanie knows how to smile, everybody. Wait.
Thank you.
All right, next we're going to recognize those that celebrated their 5-year anniversary this month as a member of the city team. And so when I call your name, please come forward for your 5-year pin. Them too. The first is Gilbert Galloway with Pensacola Police Department.
Thanks, Gilbert. Looking good, looking good. Thanks, Gilbert. Appreciate it. Stay safe.
Next is Jeremy Pillow with Pensacola Police Department.
Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks, I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right.
All right, and then the last person we have celebrating their 5-year anniversary is Kelly Akins with Pensacola Fire Department.
Sir. Appreciate it.
All right, now we're going to go forward in time because the next group of individuals, and we have 2 of them, that we're going to recognize are celebrating their 20-year anniversary of serving as a member of the city's team this month. And so when we call your name, please come forward to get your 20-year pin. And the first of these is Ms. Robin Tice of the city clerk's office.
Warm down. You're a baby. Thanks, Robin.
Next, we have Mr. John Bartholomew with Pensacola Fire Department. Is John here?
You're not here, can I keep it?
He's working so hard. After 20 years of service, he's still at it. Let's have a round of applause for John. Should we get the chief to come up in between the mayor? We'll say insert John here. We had 2 other people that were invited to attend that had a milestone anniversary this month, but life got in the way. They did notify us that they would not be able to attend, and so we appreciate that. The first is Robert Lupton, Jr., 25 years with Pensacola Energy. Is Robert here? No. And then Shanasta Andrews, 10 years with Pensacola Police Department. And so let's have a round of applause for those 2. All right. And then last but not least, we have one more person to recognize, and this person made the transition from city service to retiree life. After over 32 years of dedication and service, with the Pensacola Police Department. Please help me recognize and congratulate Chief David Alexander for his service both to our organization and the community. Chief.
No.
No speech? Well, I want to give a speech. Imagine that. Practice, hopefully. Listen, Chief, you look so good, man. I'm looking at you. You should have been like, I guess, undercover. I mean, you look so good in these plain clothes. But we want to say thanks for your service, David, sincerely. You've got a lot of fans out in the community, in the public. I ride by David's house, I think, like twice a day on Cross Street right there all the time. He didn't pull me over, thank God, for speeding. I might have spat, I'm not sure. But sincerely, thanks for your service. I couldn't imagine, being a police officer for 1 year, much less 32 years, putting your life on the line for all the great people of Pensacola, Florida. And like I said, you got a lot of fans out there. And it's been an honor for me to serve with you these last 7 years. So again, we wish you and your family nothing but health, happiness, and obviously good fortune on your next journey in life. And thanks for coming down, and feel free to say a few words if you want. You got a lot of your colleagues out there that work at the police department, and obviously your colleagues here at the City of Pensacola. Thanks, Chief.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chief. Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And so with that, also congratulations to our new chief, Chief Leiter, who was recently confirmed by council. And then we have several other new promotees with Pensacola Police Department. We wish you the best on your new tasks and challenges that you face in your new positions with the police department. And so each time we have one of these events, it means it's time to get your nominations in again. So I do ask that you please continue your nominations, allow those to continue to come in. Encourage your team. If you're a director, administrator, manager, or peer, if somebody says, wow, so-and-so did something that's really nice, tell them to take the 5 minutes to write it up. Write it up and let the committee determine whether or not it warrants to be, Employee of the Month. If it's somebody that has been submitted in the past and it was a really positive thing, there's nothing wrong with resubmitting it again next month for consideration. But if you don't write it up, they definitely will not get it, right? So I would encourage you to write those up and at least give them the opportunity, even if they're not selected, to have their name recognized for what they've done to make your life easier. Mayor, you?
Well, how's everybody doing? I mean, then there was light, right? I mean, aren't we supposed to have some sunlight when we're here? Everybody good? Yes, sir. The weather cleared up for y'all. There's not too much humidity today. Chief, it's great seeing you. Chief Leiter, congratulations. Our folks at the PPD, congratulations on your promotions. And Derek Owens, I want to give you a big shout out for the city's looking amazing, Public Works. I mean, I was at an event last night and everybody was saying, God, it's so nice, all the streets are getting paved, and when's the county going to get on board? And I said, they're never getting on board. So, although I know some of you live in the county. But really, things are going great in the city. I hope you feel strong about our city. And again, I say it every time, but thanks for what you do. And, from our first responders, thanks for putting your life on the line every day. And from finance, Angela, from Dick, HR, Tracy, all of you, Licia, everybody, just, team effort. Robin, 20 years, I can't believe it. Looked like you walked out of college. So, it's amazing what we're doing as a community. I talked to folks in Tallahassee yesterday. The Commissioner of Agriculture was over here, Adam Putnam. He's running for governor. He came and spent some time at City Hall, and he and I did this TV deal like 7, 8 years ago, but he was like, Ashton, I've been over here a few times, but what your city has done and what it looks like is amazing. And we can have the vision at the top, but if we don't have the team to execute, we can't do anything. Whether it's at the airport, whether it's at sanitation, whether it's at the police department, whether it's promoting the right people, whether it's leading by example. And talk is cheap, and people want to see results. And that's what we're doing here at the City of Pensacola, is we're delivering results. And the great thing about it is everybody around the state of Florida knows Pensacola's on the map. You've heard me say this every time I get up here, but these are facts. And I don't like to just, talk to talk. It's the truth. And I want to say thank you again for everything you do. And thank you for making me better, because all of y'all have made me better. in this role. So again, thank you, and that's one thing that I strive for every day is to be better and to serve the people that we serve, which is the citizens of Pensacola, because don't forget it, we're all public servants and we work for the taxpayers. And I think if you think about that every morning, you're going to do a better job because you're taxpayers. So just think of it like that. But again, thanks for what you do. Stay safe, and we'll continue to win. Thank you.
If you received recognition, please come up front. We'll have a group photo of everybody, and then that concludes our event for the day. Thank you all for coming out.